No, but for real, I mean, you seem, this sort of feels like as if we're on a date, but it's like one of those weird sober dates where we had like a drunk date the last time and it was awesome, and now we're sober and it's like, oh yeah, hey, you're still sort of pretty. I bet once it gets dark and I drink more, this will be alright.
That Sarah means you guys are saying that.
About us.
Not us about
You. This next song I'd like to dedicate to Elizabeth Shue. Some of you may or may not know who she is. Some of you may be too young and Australian, and so let me just refresh your memory. She was in Adventures in Babysitting, and then she was in a bunch of other movies that doesn't matter, because the point is she was in Adventures in Babysitting, and it was the 80s and I was a child, and I was realizing that at first I thought that I just wanted to be like Elizabeth Shue, and then I realized that I wanted to just make out with her in that outfit that she's wearing. Anyways, sometimes, it's weird because I was obsessed with the tow truck driver, and at first I thought it was because I had a crush on him, and then I realized I just wanted to be him because he probably got a lot of girls. Or you're just really into like bull dykes. No, he had really long hair. Whatever, I mean, he wore a Thor hat. I mean, he could have just been into bull dykes. Anyways, sometimes, and we've been playing a lot of festivals where people are just really easy to please, okay? Straight up. Anyways, I asked for that. That one, you get that one. Okay, so anyways, here's the last part of what I was gonna say. It's for Elizabeth Shue, and then secondly, tonight, at some point, you may start to think that we're the most awkward people that you've ever encountered on stage. And
Sarah enjoys you as well. This one's for everyone.
you are going to scare me into silence for the rest of the show if you don't cool it. Yeah. You are awesome. And now I will use my wizard powers to make you be more quiet inside. Not in an aggressive way, just in like just save it. You know when you can use those big lungs of yours is during the next song, when you're singing along with me. It's less of like that you're, because in the in-between parts it's like you're talking at me, less singing with me.
Okay, now things get mean.
Now, I can't tell you the rest of the story.
No, even I want to know what happens next. Just power through it, power through it.
Elizabeth Shue is the common denominator between all of us. She is attractive universally. And if you think she's an ugly, what is it, minging dog or whatever you all say, you are crazy and out of your mind. And you probably don't belong at this concert. But chances are we can all agree on one thing. And so at any point tonight, if you think that the show has stopped being awesome, remember that at least we all have Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, well. Remember when Sarah called you guys the quiet, quiet, subdued? I knew it. I knew you had an animal in you, Melbourne. I knew it. I like it. I look into the audience and I see your little faces. Some of them very attractive. And I can see it in your eyes that you had a wild beast inside of you. It's what I like about Australians. It reminds me of Canadians. Polite and funny, sarcastic, laid back, but on the inside a beast. It's sort of like, when you say wild beast inside of you, though, I just think syphilis for some reason. Not me. Like, crazy eyes, like from like the 1600s, sort of. Not me. Yeah. time we were in Australia was last January. We wrote a book about it. Literally. We're selling the book here tonight. I know that a few of you have come up to me since I've been here in Australia and were like, I can't really do an Australian accent, but pretend this is an Australian accent. Like, why'd you write a book about Australia? And I'm like, well, we love your country. Yeah, but what were you thinking? Write a book about your love life or something. Write a book about Australia.
It sounded like a weird chipmunk British kid.
I can't help it. Your accent's very difficult. It's extremely unique. Anyway, I'll tell you why we wrote a book about you, because you're fucking fantastic. Everything about your country, except for a few things like the fact that gays can't get married, makes sense. Everything else, I know, there's like a few things that suck about your country, but beyond that, it's awesome. Just work on the gay thing, alright? Work on it so that Sarah can come back and marry you and divorce you and marry you and divorce you and marry you and divorce you like everybody else in the fucking world. Apparently I'm some kind of whore. Sarah is a whore. So. Anyway, look at Donald Trump. I promise you there's nothing that you've heard tonight in the book. There's no disc inside the book with me imitating you. So if you love your country or you wonder what the fuck we might have thought about your country, you should buy the book. And if you don't buy our book, you should buy the Jezebel CD. And if you don't buy the Jezebel CD, you should buy Astronautilus CD. And if you don't buy Astronautilus CD, you can buy another beer or a pie. This one is for you. I won't regret saying this. They say that I'm saying. Is it better than keeping my mouth shut? That goes without saying.